This, my friends, is the RSI Apollo, a brand new medical ship brought to you inside of Star Citizen, and today I'm going to give you a tour, first look, first impressions of the two variants. There's lots of things I love, there's like one major thing I really don't like, which we'll get onto in a minute, but overall, let's get started, let's take a look at the ship. So starting us off, from the outside here, it is a really beautiful design ship. I really like how this ship looks. It does kind of have the design of like a squished constellation. I don't know if you guys agree, but it has a lot of design notes from that ship. It's the same manufacturer, so it makes a lot of sense, but it's got like these kind of stick out engines on the side. Same for the other side. It also has, kind of similar to the Constellation Phoenix, a giant sunroof, and also it has kind of the interesting visor at the front, which is way better than the Constellation because it doesn't have the bar at the front. We'll show you the cockpit in a minute. It is something to enjoy, that's for sure. But yeah, overall, the design from the outside, really big fan. There's lots of detailing, lots of cool stuff. I think it's probably one of the nicer design ships in a while. I know it's been concepted for a while and a lot of people have been after it, but oh yeah, it's a beautiful boy. Anyway, let's start off with the things that I like about the ship. Let's get inside. Actually, just cutting in here, before we go inside, I do want to show you the other version first on the outside. The Triage is the red version, so I've got a wonderful friend here to bring me the other version. Oh yes, here we go. Okay, so less missiles and less armor, but I believe the red version is a lot nicer. Also, the glass is a different... Well, there's no color on the glass, which I think I actually kind of prefer. But let me know in the comment section which of these you prefer. Do you prefer the red one or the white one? It does obviously come in paints, and you can pick up some paints with the link in the description if you're interested. But yeah, for me, I'm a fan. The red version is quite nice. When we get inside, there are different configurations that you can have, and yeah, we'll be sure to take a look at those. Anyway, let's start off with the things that I like about the ship. Let's get inside. So yeah, you have this really nice, actually, animation for a door, which might sound a little bit ridiculous. Wait, can I? Yes, I can. Right, so I thought I trapped myself there. We're good. So you got this docking collar here, which is interesting, but look at the way it animates open. I don't know, there's something nice about the kind of detail in which that unfolds, and then I think in here there is just the door to close it from the other side. Very cool. And here we have the inside, which is kind of incredible, I'll be honest. From here, it doesn't really feel like the ship's going to be very big, and in fact from the outside the ship feels like it's going to be quite cramped. You come through this tunnel and it feels really spacious. This place feels absolutely huge inside. It's bizarre. We'll get to the medical beds in a minute. We've got two rooms here, which is, you know, engineering panel, which is coming soon. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that engineering stuff. You can watch me catch fire in space. That would be delightful. So yeah, you got your components there. We'll get to this in a minute. I've really got some strong opinions about that. On this side, it is very similar. So we've got similar sort of setup there, and also some more components. Delightful computer system, it looks like, or something, I don't know. But yeah, I really like the interior design. You've got a weapons rack, suit locker, it looks like. Is that a suit locker? Kind of looks like a suit locker. And this big open space. I kind of wish there was, maybe this is ridiculous or a silly idea, but I kind of wish there was like tables and chairs in here. Kind of feels like a lot of empty space. I don't know. Let me know what you think. On this side, so the way this works is you've now in Star Citizen got different types of medical beds. You can tell what kind of medical bed it is by the T. So this is a tier 3 medical bed, the weakest out of the three. So 1 being the highest, 3 being the lowest. It basically affects distance you can respawn and the level of injury you can fix. So if you buy these ships, by the way, if you want to buy the ship, there's a link down below. You can configure this in different options. So you can have 3 tier 3 beds, 2 tier 2 beds, or 1 tier 1 bed, and each side can be customized differently. But yeah, there is so much delightful storage, cupboards. It is a joy to be in here, to be honest. Look at this. This is a really nice touch. Ah, Nice. That's a pretty cool cupboard. Cupboard 10 out of 10. Would store again. You've got in each side, I believe, you've got a little bathroom, which is handy, you know. Again, shelf space, a mirror. Working absolutely fine, as you can see. Now, there's a video to be made here about respawning and stuff. Basically, it's not endless anymore. God, that door animation's clean. Hang on. Oh, beautiful. I do like, by the way, there's a lot of glass in this ship, which is nice. It keeps it looking open as well. Anyway, yes, I've been avoiding talking about it. I got my... How many of you clocked this guy as soon as I came in? I'm dying to know what's going on. Yes, there's a vandal in my ship. Fun fact, yesterday, I'll put a clip. I think they watched my stream, or someone noticed, but you could pull him off the stand. I'll put a clip of that so you can see what happened. Why do I break everything in Star Citizen, man? That's so sad. I really am sad inside. I didn't mean to break the van, and now the vandal are going to be pissed. Have you ever teabagged a vandal before? I have. Mission complete, guys. So I kind of broke it, but it looks like they fixed it now. I was going to have him laying in the bed, but never mind. He's just now a permanent feature. Because, believe it or not, getting him through that door there was near on impossible. But yeah, same on this side. Again, a little bathroom. Perfectly identical. Storage space. Again, you could have more tier 3 beds, tier 2 beds, or tier 1. Kind of nice. CIG, potentially, we're going to sell the modules, but you get all of them. You get 2 of each, which is kind of cool. This is that amazing, glorious sunroof that I'm a huge fan of. Lets in so much light. Again, one of the most, like, the biggest thing I love about the ship is inside it feels really big, even though the outside isn't massive. That's really, really nice. We've got more stuff here, so this is more engineering. Jump drive, power, etc. On the side, same again, coolers, power plants, engineering panel. Again, this is stuff that's coming soon, which is going to be sweet. And then we've got the kind of Habs area for the crew, I suppose. It's not really meant for a big crew. 2 people max, maybe 3. You got this really beautiful looking ladder, elevator, sorry, in and out of the ship. And you can put down the glass or the rails. It's really nice. Nice little table. Really nice little seating area. I kind of love the fact this stuff doesn't get missed. Interesting little decal there. 2 beds, which I love. A little sink. Oh, is that not a sink? It's like more of a food preparation room. And then the bathroom with toilet. Oh, yes. And is that a shower? I believe this is a shower because water would come out of here. But one really important thing. Before we get onto the thing I don't like about this ship, let me just show the view from the pilot's perspective. It is a glorious place, I must say. I am very happy and impressed. Visibility is great. Even though you're not in the middle as the pilot, which would be an amazing position looking at how this looks. This isn't bad. You do have these very thin kind of panels on the side, but oh my word, does it look good. You can see that there's that sunroof from the outside as well. I don't know why people insist on me showing you this, but apparently the underside of ships is important. So yeah, pretty nice detailing. Got some like little, lack of a better term, kind of splitters there. Split the air or funnel the air. Little fins. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Sounds really nice. It feels quite heavy. It's quite a heavy ship to fly, I will say that. But it sounds great. And it looks fantastic. Big fan. Anyway, let's show you the one thing I didn't like about this ship. Such a beautiful view out of the pilot seat. Holy. The one thing I'm not keen on, guys, and let me know if you could see this coming. It's not the Vandal. It's these rooms here. So we've got this here, and unless I'm being completely dumb, there's no way to, like, make it useful. So if you don't know what this is a cargo grid, so you can put cargo boxes on it, right? But in my head, I feel like this should have been a lift or something, you know? Instead, you've got to be really awkward and go through... I mean, I know it's not a circle because it actually opens out as a square. Like, this is why. Like, maybe one SCU boxes can fit through here. But it is such a faff. Like, to walk up the ramp with the box, walk in here, put it through this one, and then lay it on that cargo grid there. It's just... I'm not okay with it. It's kind of annoying. What I would love to see, and I wouldn't be surprised if I did see... Oh, man. I just noticed the RSI angles there. Very nice. Is more of a... I don't know, cargo variant? What should we call it? The Apollo Max. That's the word they use, right? Okay, let's give you a tour of the inside of the Triage, which I've got loaded out with the Tier 1 and Tier 2 beds. Previously, in the white variant, you were looking at the Tier 3. So, nice. This is the Tier 2. So, you've got 2 Tier 2 beds, or 1 Tier 1 bed, which we'll take a look at in a minute, or 3 Tier 3 beds, which you saw just a moment ago. So yeah, you got a little sink as a replacement, lots of storage and bits. It's kind of cool. Like, will you be able to store stuff in these things? I'm not entirely sure, but it looks nice. It looks very cool. If you don't know, and if I haven't already said, Tier 2 beds, more distance, and also store more juice. Tier 1 also do more injuries. Tier 1, as you can see, this is the big boy bed, will solve all your ailments and has the longest range for respawning. Got some canisters there, although they look kind of like torpedoes, I'm not gonna lie. In terms of firepower, it's okay. It's heavy, it's sluggish, it's not a combat ship at all, but it can defend itself, and it's got a turret on the top, which is pretty cool. But it is primarily just a medical ship. So, oh man, I love the recoil from, like, weapons firing now. But yeah, that's a first little look at the Apollo. If you guys want to see how I got this delightful, cool armor, I'll put a video to that. It was pretty interesting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about the ship down below, and I'll see you in the next one. See you next time. Bye-bye.